question is, Kodak Black, how you 20 years old but you still look like you teething? Kodak Black, your teeth smaller than them bars you had in the double XL freestyle. Kodak Black, your teeth smaller than my boobs in the 6th grade. And that's saying a lot. My name is Alexis and you are watching Black Girl Guidance. So today, Kodak Black decided to get on Instagram and make comments about dark-skinned women. So basically, from what I saw on Instagram, Kodak Black was on Instagram Live, and I guess his fans were asking him would he date certain celebrities, and one of the celebrities they asked was Keke Palmer. He pretty much said, nah, Keke, I mean, I'm not really into he said, I'm not really into black girls like that. And then he went on to say that he would smash Cardi B and that Nicki Minaj was ran through. One, Cardi B ain't black, so I hope that somebody asked him about Cardi B and that just happened to happen next, because Cardi B is not black. Second of all, you could never. Don't try Nicki. Please do not. Please do not. Nicki Minaj ran through, but yet you a rapist. Like, oh, y'all, this, I had to make a video about this. I had to. But the real reason why I had to make a video is not because of his initial comments. What made me say, ooh, I gotta make a video about this, is that, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, he made a post on Instagram and he apologized pretty much. Let me find it. He's so irrelevant. Okay, so he said, I love black African women. It's just not my forte to deal with a dark-skinned woman. I prefer them to have a lighter complexion than me. Hashtag my preference. Hashtag fuck you. You could never. Oh, the real reason why I wanted to do this video is because it's not just a preference. And as y'all have probably seen in the title of this video, what I believe this really is internalized depression. I know a lot of y'all are asking, what is internalized depression? Well, I'm finna get into that for y'all right now. So what I decided to do, as y'all probably will see in some of my future videos, is get a definition online from an organization that I trust when it comes to social justice. The organization that I'm going to right now is the National Conference of Community and Justice, NCCJ. When people are targeted, discriminated against, or oppressed over a period of time, they believe and make part of their self-image their internal view of themselves. The misinformation that society communicates to them about their group. Internalized depression can have very negative results: self-hatred, depression, confusion of identity, disconnection to your culture, etc. Oh, I know y'all might listen to that definition and think, okay, they're saying self-hatred or, you know, hatred against yourself. But internalized depression also happens on a grouply level and on a oppressed people's level. So for instance, if you're in a neighborhood and let's say the Latinos and the African Americans in that neighborhood are warring with each other in the inner city, and they're warring with each other, that is actually internalized depression, because especially if it's racially based, because in actuality these groups are fighting each other, but these groups are both marginalized because of their race or ethnicity, because in the bigger picture, white people are the ones that have power, and that's it. There's no, you know, the fighting for power between these two is something where they could have came together and actually helped to fight against the structure that is oppressing them. Now let's get on Kodak Black and how what he is doing is internalized depression, or what he did is internalized depression. I got a few, we're gonna try to do this in order. Number one, the first thing he said in his apology was, I love all black African women. But you raped a black woman. First off, if you out here raping women, I don't care if you got acquitted or not, I'll leave the victim. I'm sorry about it. If you out here supposedly raping women, you probably don't care about any women at all. Like, especially if the victim was black, you probably don't care about black women at all. And no offense to all y'all, but just for the fact that y'all know this man was accused of rape and y'all still was bumping his music so hard, like, that says a lot. It just says a lot about what we value in black culture and what we see as a sin and what we don't see as a sin, and how we will forgive people so easily for, you know, acts of sexual violence like that. I'm not gonna get too much in the rape case. I already know people gonna be telling me, well, you know, if she received oral sex from him supposedly, so what did she expect? Y'all would not be saying that if that was y'all daughter or y'all little sister. If y'all daughter or y'all little sister said, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm gonna get up, and the man kept going, y'all would want to kill that man. So don't sit here and say, oh well, she went to his room, she must have wanted it. No. It's a real thing that we're talking about. He said he loves black women, but he can never see himself, he put it in all caps and in quotations, see himself with, his forte is not dark-skinned women. You cannot love black women if you do not love all of us. Let's just put that out there. What you're basically saying is you love dark-skinned women, but they're not beautiful. That's pretty much what you said. I mean, y'all can say it's self-preference, but y'all need to look at where is this coming from. Why is your self-preference not somebody that looks like you, that looks like probably your mother, probably your sister or your cousins? Why is your self-preference somebody that does not look like those women that raised you and helped you to become what you are today? Why is that not your self-preference? And the reason why that is not his preference is because European beauty standards, American beauty standards have taught us that white features are what is beautiful in America. And if not white features, if you have some ethnic in you, some black in you, mixed features or lighter skin features. We all know colorism is real. We all know colorism in America is definitely a side effect of slavery. We all know that these are all true facts. These years of colorism in our society, in our media that we watch every day. Let's be real now. Just yesterday, Leslie Jones hosted the BET Awards. That was a big deal. We know how much backlash she got in Ghostbusters and every other, and loads of things for how she looks and how she's been called monkeys, every other thing in the book. That is white media telling us that this is not beautiful, but yet people love Blackish. They love Tracy Ellis Ross, which I love her too. I love her and her mom, like, obviously, but who's getting criticized more? Let's just be real. I think her name is Maya Rudolph. She was on Saturday Night Live as well, before Leslie Jones got on there, obviously. And was she criticized? Was she called a monkey when she was in, you know, Bridesmaids or whatever movie? Was she called this and that? No, but Leslie Jones was, because we are taught in America, in our society, that darker skinned women are not as beautiful as lighter skinned women, especially in the black setting, that we should prefer lighter skinned women to darker skinned women. That is what slavery, that is what white society, this is what we learned from them. And now Kodak Black, even if it is unconsciously, has taken all of this. We've all taken it all in, but from this he has gathered, oh, okay, I like this. I like light-skinned women. I like what I see on a pedestal all the time. I like what I see in the media all the time as cute, as sexy, as hot. This is what I want. And that's what it is. Am I saying that this is his fault, that he is, you know, purposely discriminating against us? No, because honestly, I really do think that he thinks that his apology meant something. I do think that he thinks that his apology was heartfelt and that we should understand that it's just preference. But it's not just preference. It's not just preference. I am so sorry about it. It is not just preference. Stupid. All you could have said was Keke Palmer is not cute to me. That would have been a fine statement. We didn't need nothing else but that. Maybe Keke Palmer fans would have got mad at you, but that's it. That could have been the end of the story. Keke Palmer is not cute to me. Or whoever the dark-skinned woman they brought up, she is not cute to me. Do not have to go into, oh, I only date light-skinned girls, or oh, I don't like dark-skinned women in general. You didn't have to do that. And if you feel like as a dark-skinned man, you only want to date lighter-skinned women, not because dark-skinned women aren't beautiful, because you just only want to date light-skinned women, then it's really internalized depression, baby. It really is. Have y'all ever sat and thought? Men that think like this, not just Kodak Black, men that think like, oh, I'll date a black girl, but she gotta be light skinned. That's my type. Have y'all, like, that's internalized depression. And do y'all realize y'all kids most likely are not going to be light skinned, especially if you have more than one. My grandfather was very dark skinned and my grandmother was very light skinned. She had sandy hair. And obviously they had kids because I'm here, and all of their kids are either my skin tone or darker. Like, yeah, it lighter. Obviously, I mean, you don't have a picture of my grandfather, so y'all wouldn't know. But I'm lighter than him. But some of his kids was as dark as him. My mom wasn't, but I mean, she's pretty brown skinned. She's nowhere near light skinned. She's nowhere near my grandma's tone. So most likely, even if you do have kids with a light skinned woman, your kids are going to be dark skinned. Is your daughter not beautiful when she turns out dark skinned? Is she not going to be beautiful to you then? Like, that's real. Because now when your daughter comes home crying because the boy she like said he won't date her because she's dark skinned, then what do? You can't do nothing because you was that same man. You was that same guy. But hey, can't really say nothing else about this. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that, in my opinion, Kodak Black doesn't respect women at all. He's been accused of rape. He's sitting here talking about how Nicki Minaj just ran through. He don't have no respect in general. He don't have no bars. We all saw the double XL freestyle. I don't care about what he write in the studio. You can't freestyle. You knew about this freestyle long before it happened. It was whack. You tried to talk about the beat. No, you just can't rap. Let's be real. It was trash. Yeah, I have no interest in Kodak Black. I didn't before it came out that he had rape allegations. Really didn't when it did come out that he had rape allegations against him. And now I think the rest of y'all black women are realizing that y'all shouldn't be messing with him because he's out here downing y'all, especially dark-skinned girls. And yeah. Oh, also, I forgot about this part. I want to put this in there. To all the lighter-skinned women or non-black women, white women, Latino women, Asian, whatever, that date black men that talk down on darker skinned black women or black women in general, you're stupid. Especially if you have darker skinned friends or black friends. You should realize that your man has a problem with colorism, and that should be a problem to you because, like I just said, y'all will have kids that might be his skin color. And then how would he treat your kids? Even if I was light skinned, I would not date them. Because you're saying you accept me, but you won't accept my best friend who's dark skinned. Or my granny who's dark skinned, whoever. That's pretty much, that's what he's saying to y'all. That's what he's saying. So to all y'all that are saying y'all not worried about it, that's on you. I just feel like we need to hold ourselves as accountable as we hold other races. We can't go off on white people for disrespecting us if we're not going to talk to the people in our community, black men, black women, everybody, and hold them accountable for the stuff that they're saying. That's all I have for y'all today. This really made me mad, but hopefully we can all start a GoFundMe and donate Kodak Black some grown-up teeth so he can stop overcompensating. See you guys next time.